So I think we are live now. So hello students and welcome back to bankexamstudy.com. So this lecture is going to give you 3 marks. Yes, it's not just this lecture. I'm going to provide you a complete PDF for all the important lists in the 29 held in the year 2019. This is useful for the phase 1. So at least 3 questions in the phase 1 GA section. And then this is also important for the phase 2 for the ESI paper, right? So really important lecture, really important list that I have prepared for you. Important list. The UN Climate Action Summit. See students, instead of going in depth for the phase 1, for phase 1 that much unnecessary details are not required. What is required here is the name of summit conference and organized by whom, and then the venue, and then the aim or theme. In case of certain conferences or certain summits such as FATF, which was in the news, and the Pakistan is in the grey list, and that Sri Lanka has been removed from the grey list, and where is that summit held? So that was in the news, very much in the news channels, in the newspaper. So that's a different thing. Okay, I mean, maybe in-depth question like which country has been removed from the grey list of FATF, that is Sri Lanka. That's a different story. Otherwise, just the name of the summit or the conference, organized by whom, the venue, and the theme, that much is sufficient for the GA section for the phase 1. Even for that, I think ESI paper, that much is sufficient. So UN Climate Action Summit, organized by the United Nations, and its headquarters is at New York City. Please remember this. These two things are really important, and the goal is to advance climate action for reducing greenhouse gas emissions to prevent the mean global temperature from rising by more than 1.5 degree for industrial areas. So the most important questions here, organized by the UN, and the headquarters is at New York. Okay. So the next one, this is also in the news in the whole of the 2019 Sustainable Development Goal Summit. Very important topic. Again by the United Nations, again in the New York. So gearing up for a decade of action and delivery of sustainable development. Kind of important. Second, International Youth Summit. Again, very important. Organization of Islamic Forum. Istanbul, Turkey. Held at Istanbul, Turkey. Betterment of youth of Muslim community. Do not note down. I'll provide you the complete list at the end of this lecture. So don't worry at all. Okay. Ninth, India-China Financial Dialogue. Held by the Department of Economic Affairs at New Delhi, and the goal was to discuss wide ranging of issues of mutual interest to strengthen the cooperation between India and China in the financial sector. Okay. 22nd National Conference of E-Governance 2019, sort of important, held at Shillong, Meghalaya. That is really important, by the Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances. Really important. You might be feeling that I'm just reading it out, but students, we have done a lot of efforts to extract that information for you. I mean, otherwise it would be very difficult for you to, find these lists and all, but we extracted that information for you, and we just made a list, a single list, so that just before the exam, you can just spend like 30 minutes and all the summits will be done. Okay. To share the best practices, latest technology development, and leveraging them for achieving effective governance in the public service delivery. So National Conference of E-Governance at Shillong, this is important. Department of Administrative Reforms and the Public Grievances, really important. So fifth meeting of BRICS, Minister of Environment, Sao Paulo, Brazil. So Shri Prakash Javadekar, the Union Ministry of Environment and the Forest and Climate Change, attended that, and to share the knowledge and experience on major issues such as the waste management, cogeneration, reverse logistics, sanitation, urban air quality, and urban green areas. Why I'm sharing this objective? So that it will be kind of easier for you to remember everything, right? Important facts here are organized by whom and organized where. Okay. The name of that summit, organized by whom, and the location. In certain, in some of that, summits like FATF, I already told you, these are kind of important. The details are important in some of the cases, right? So 19th Commonwealth Foreign Affairs Ministers meeting held at London. External Affair Minister S. Jaishankar attended that, and to discuss the future strategy for the grouping of Commonwealth nations was discussed there. 43rd session of World Heritage Committee of UNESCO. World Heritage Committee of UNESCO, Baku, Republic of Uzbekistan. Okay, so really important question. It was who held that? The World Heritage Committee. He's the organizer, and to examine the 36th nomination for the to add into the UNESCO World Heritage list. Jaipur is in the is in the nomination actually. Third is one of the nomination, 36 nomination. So Baku, Republic of Azerbaijan, बहुत complicated है. So it was held there. Okay, G7 Environment Ministers meet. Really important. Last year I saw many questions from G7, G5, G20. So it was held at Metz, France. Please remember the name of the city as well. And the president of European Council and the president of European Commission, they were the organizers, and to discuss the steps required to handle deforestation, plastic pollution, and the depletion of coral reefs. That was the goal. Okay, so please remember that. So G20 Okayama Health Ministers meeting held in the Okayama city, Japan. Okay, and the goal was the focus were there were four major global health issues. First one, the achievement of universal health coverage, response to the population aging in the Japan. That is a major issue. Population aging, people are not making kids there, and population aging is an issue there. Management of the health risk and health security management, including the antimicrobial resistance. Okay. So the question here is, Okayama Declaration was recently adopted by the G20. So really important. Okayama Declaration was recently adopted by the G20. Okay. So that was important question. IPCC is a UN body which assesses the science behind the climate change, and its meet was held, okay, on 30th of September at New Delhi. Okay. So working group 3, 6th assessment report, it was held at New Delhi. Very important. Okay. So that can be the question. Choose a correct statement for IPCC. It is a UN body. India is a member of IPCC, and IPCC provides scientific assessment of concerning the climate change. And its meeting that was held at the New Delhi. That is also an important question. ये बहुत important question है. That meet was held at the New Delhi. So very important. Singapore India Hackathon 2019. It was held at IIT Madras from 28 to 29 September. So very important. IIT Madras, please remember that. And the aim was to develop innovative and out-of-box solutions for some of the daunting problem of our society. Okay, and to promote the engagement and collaboration of student community in India with the rest of the world. I'm just reading it out, but obviously we've made a lot of efforts to collect these information. So three themes were there: quality education, good health, affordable and clean energy. Okay. Again, I mean the second edition of the Singapore India Hackathon was held at IIT Madras. Okay, so remember that. Very important. It was in the news. 42nd Human Rights Council meeting was held at the Geneva at their headquarters. Okay. So that's the only important question. The United Nations Human Rights Council is headquartered at the Geneva. Okay, very important. Please remember that. So students, we have completed our RBI Grade B test series for the phase 1, and that's available on Bank Exams Today. All the links are available in the description. We have completed that with the latest questions, the kind of questions that I'm sharing. These are from the RBI Grade B mock test series. With the explanations and the comparison with the other students, so it's available. And last year we saw that there were 58 questions from each slot of RBI Grade B from RBI Grade B GK Digest. So please read last 6 months RBI Grade B GK Digest. That would be more than sufficient to score like more than 50 in the general awareness section of RBI Grade B. I can assure you and I can guarantee you there will be at least 50 plus question from the RBI Grade B GK Digest from last 6 months of RBI Grade B GK Digest. You can show me this video after the exam, because we are doing the analysis of Kurukshetra, Yojana, current affairs, RBI circulars, financial awareness, banking awareness, union budget, economic survey. We are doing the complete analysis. Our whole team is working on RBI Grade B GK Digest, and that is available just for 1200 rupees. I mean, it is just a fraction of cost of that premium courses available in the market. So I request all of you to go through RBI Grade B monthly GK Digest. That would be, like, I would say, that would be enough for all your GA needs, right? So scoring like 50 plus here, and if you can score like 30 in that reasoning ability, and then like 20, which is very easy in quantitative aptitude, and 20 is very easy in English language. If you feel like the exam is at same level of 2018 exam, that would be enough according to me. So please go through RBI Grade B GK Digest. That's actually all for today. Please subscribe the channel and like this video. Let me show you the link where you can read all the summits, because sometimes it's not really possible to go through all the list. So let me show you the list. Go to bank exams today, and here is our summits and conferences page. I have already updated till the September for the month of October. By tomorrow we are going to update that, so please go through that these lists. So really important. We have properly analyzed all the list. It's available till I think from the month of, I would say, it's available from the Jan 2018, but I would recommend to you to start from Jan 2019. That would be enough. So these are all the lists available here. The 13 lists are available here. I recommend all of you to go through all these lists, and I can assure you at least 25 marks are there in your hands, and that too for free. So that's all for today, students. Thank you and have a very nice day. Please subscribe the channel, and if there is any doubt in your mind, there is a comment section where you can ask your doubt. So that's all for today, students. Thank you and have a very nice day. Bye.